am with my man Trey. Trey, how are you, bro?
What's going on, Shane? I'm doing alright. Gonna be playing some Fall Guys, and then from there we're gonna be taking a brief hiatus from the West Coast podcast, but we do intend to come back in full effect. Shane, give me your opinion on the beta, since you did. So tell the people that are going to be listening to this on the replay, what is your beta? I did not get a beta code still, by the way.
That's bro, it's wild that you didn't get a beta though, man. I'm gonna be honest. I thought you would, because didn't you play it enough?
I have like 300 hours into Madden 2025, or however you say it, and
Go ahead.
Another 300 hours into college football. And I've gotten a beta code every year since Madden 21. And I haven't got a beta code yet. And I wonder if it has any correlation to me being critical and making some videos about how EA Sports does their trailers and stuff. I don't know why I haven't got a beta. It seems kind of sketch to me, but I'll just chalk it up to a mistake for now. Maybe I'll get one later, who knows, but yeah, that's where I'm at, Shane, on that.
So I'm also wondering, Trey, is that me or you that's that sound in the background? It's gone now.
What did you say you cut out? Sorry, am I the one that's what?
I hear like a fuzzy sound in the background. I don't know if that's me or whatnot.
Yeah, hold on a second. Hold on. Can you say what you were gonna say? I'm sorry. It's because I have you in it, so it like takes a while for like the sound to pick up on my end. So like when you start a sentence and you're like, "Hey Trey, how's it going?" I'm not gonna get the "Hey how" part. I'm gonna get like the middle part. So, but I'm on the screen, so I'll be able to. The AI is gonna type what you say. So, what did you say again? I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, Trey, I wonder if it's MCS people right now that are getting it.
Right.
Hopefully they're not taking a shot at you, bro. But like, I've seen not many people. Like, I've played head-to-head, and like most of the people I've played were in the MCS. So I'm not entirely sure. But hey, bro, if they went after you, dog, I got you.
I already know Shane's down. Shane's down for the cause. But I've been very critical, and I basically made a video saying last year they had Greg Olson do the gameplay trailer, and I was gonna wait to see the one. I know they got Kurt Benkert, who's kind of a big name in the Madden community. He's a former quarterback that was with the Packers, but he does like Madden content and stuff these days. So they gave him, and it's the same song and dance. They talk about all these buzzwords. Like last year, the big buzzword was bootleg, and no one cared about it. And my whole thing is that if they were to do these trailers, and then they were gonna say, this is what was broken last year. We fixed dudes not flying through the A gaps and the B gaps. But they do all this sophisticated talking to make it seem like it's something that's profound when it's not. It's like you're trying to sell a car and you're like, oh well, the car was built in 1959. It has all these unique features, but is the car gonna take me from point A to point B? That's the critical information that no one is going to answer. So that's kind of where I'm at with that, Shane. But talk to me about it. So you said you haven't played that many people on the beta, but are you impressed with this thus far?
Honestly, bro, so I've been playing as much as I can. I played 12 games of head-to-head, like no regs, or I mean no mud, excuse me.
Right.
I've just been doing head-to-head. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with people, it's giving me Madden 25 vibes again. I suck at this game, so Trey's gonna have to carry us on stream while I blab.
Hey, you almost got the 50%.
I didn't even know what I was doing. No, but let me know if you get eliminated, Trey. I'll be watching you, so obviously I'll see. Let me know in case I just gap out while I'm blabbing. So basically, I know I'm not supposed to be talking about Madden 26, so we're going to be talking about Madden 25, week. It's very similar, if that makes sense. The thing that's really cool, in my opinion, is the offensive line's a little bit better. The boom tech, I think, is gone, actually. The only thing that I dislike, which they are patching, is like when you switch up to make an interception, it sometimes doesn't react. So you're like staring at the guy when you try to hit the button, and they catch it. But I'm 10-2 though, Trey. And you got any questions I can answer you if you have any of them.
Well, I wanted to get your opinion because from what I've been hearing is that EA Sports listen to us in a way, but not really. So we've been talking about bringing back pinch protection for the longest time, and EA Sports, they heard Shane, they heard me, and what they said was, okay, we'll bring back a feature that is the offensive lineman feature similar to ID the bike and slide protection. It's the same area, but this program is going to be called Ignore the Player. And I just want to ask you, Shane, can you imagine if you're an actual NFL cornerback and you tell, or like you're a center, because I know in NFL teams a center sets like the pass protection most times, but sometimes it's quarterback, but you get the point. Can you imagine setting up pass protection and telling the offensive lineman, don't worry about that guy. Don't even ignore him. He's not even there. Like, can you imagine if that was an actual thing in real football?
You know it's wild. I mean, sometimes they do. I think they'll extra blitzer, right? I don't know. I know what you mean, though.
Yeah.
You made it to the next round, right?
Yeah, I made it.
You're the Hello Kitty, right?
No, I'm the Slurpee thing.
How come I'm not following you anymore? I thought you changed your outfit to Hello Kitty.
Nope. So you have to switch R1 till you get back on me, or it might be R2, one or the other.
Okay, I see you there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. You know what's funny though? It's like I was trying to lab that, let the runner go, or let the blocker go, or ignore the blocker, and they'd still pick them up. But I think what their goal is, right, is so people don't stand over the center and dumb you out in the A-gap again like they did last year. They want you to be able to be like, ignore the user, right? Or that's all that. Trey's so good at this game, you guys. No, it basically, I know what they're trying to do, Trey. They're trying to make it so there's no more A-gap, right?
Why?
But what's that?
I was gonna say, I realize what they're going for, because like you said, they hover over the offensive lineman, and the logic in that is when you hover over the offensive lineman can't ignore you because you can just click off and then, go through the A-gap, so it kind of dumps it out. But my whole thing is that what happens if you say, okay, I'm going to ignore the user, linebacker that's hovering over the A-gap. I mean, what's going to happen if he clicks off and then he just runs through the A-gap? I mean, what's going to happen then? Because you're telling the offensive lineman to literally ignore him. So if he comes blitzing, then what's the rationale or what are the geniuses that EA Sports going to do then?
Bro, you just broke the game. Because I'm thinking about it like, yeah, actually that makes sense. I actually never thought of it until you said it. I'm being honest, so it makes sense. You could do that. You could add blitz in another linebacker and stand in front of him.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you just click off right when they hike.
And then he comes flying through.
Right, so
yeah.
They should just put pinch protection back in.
That's what I've been saying, and to bring this full circle, that's what we've been saying, and I don't understand why they don't bring back pitch protection. I mean, I've theorized this, and my whole theory on it is that the reason I got
cheater.
Yeah, no shit, but yeah, so my whole theory on why they don't bring back pinch protection is they don't want to admit to themselves that their whole nano detection system is broken. So I think maybe it's just a pride thing that they want to keep lying to themselves and say that nano detection is still in the game when it's obviously not. When you see dudes flying through the A gaps and the B gaps the whole game. That would be my own rationale, but if their explanation is to say, well, we're just gonna ignore. We're not gonna bring back pinch protection. Just ignore them. I mean, I do not know, Shane. I'm at a loss for words.
I re-texted you about the podcast, bro, so I made sense for myself too.
Yeah.
No, it does. I know exactly what you mean, and like, I wonder if that shit will work. Like, I wonder if just switch up right when you hike you. What would stop it from just letting them come in through the line, unless they have that kind of figured out. I don't know, bro. It's a little faster feeling too. So like,
I think that was one of the things they talked about. Well, that was one of the things that they were talking about, is that it plays a little bit faster. So I wonder if they're getting back to like last gen Madden, to where everything was more smooth and not as stiff, especially with running the ball. And that's another thing too. So when it comes to running the ball, you didn't really notice a whole lot of difference, because I've heard people say that the run game is a little bit better this year.
Dudes can't run on me.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I run the ball, you have to slow down a little bit, if that makes sense, until you're ready to get going. And then you have to hit like certain areas. And I know if they block shit, if I think you're running left, right, Trey?
Right.
And I don't know this game at all. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
If I shed to the left, because I think you're running to the left.
That was another thing that they talked about. So I think the big emphasis this year, from what I'm hearing, is that run fits are going to actually matter. So like what Shane said, if you shift your line left, because you would shift your line left because you think that your opponent is going to run to the left, I think what they're saying is that it's going to actually make more of a difference in this year's game than in previous games, is when shifting your line and stuff, like Shane said. But yeah, go on with what you were thinking, Shane. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good, bro. Yeah. Oh, no, bitch. Oh, my bad, guys. No. So basically what happens is... I'm sorry, I'm trying to focus so hard. Dude, I'm terrible. No, so if I think you're running left,
Yeah.
and I pick left, right?
Right.
I'm gonna have a great chance of hitting it, like how you said. It goes through the, it works really good on the
run bits.
Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about, dude. I'm trying to concentrate so bad. It does the run fit.
Yeah.
It does the run fit and all that shit.
Right.
Well, then another thing they're saying that you can do. Thank you. So to finish up, so if I guess left, they run the opposite way, I'm gonna get cooked.
Right.
Another cool thing they did in man coverage that's not talked about. I don't know if you've heard about it, but you can guess in route. Like, so if I think all you do on square is run a corner route, right? I can adjust to say he's running a corner route, and it'll jump the route. But if you guess wrong, you get cooked.
I did not hear about that actually. That's pretty interesting. I think my only thing about that is I think that certain routes are designed to be man coverage, like corner routes. It's really hard to guard a corner route in man coverage. I think zone coverage is the more appropriate thing to play when you're playing against corner routes. So I don't know how I feel about that, but you know, there's other routes that you can use. So like you said, if I'm beating them with corner routes over the head with corner routes and you adjust, and I'm like, okay, well, here's a comeback route. And if you guess, and if you think, oh, I'm running a corner route, no, it's a comeback, and you get burned. So it'll be interesting to see how that one plays out.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested on that. I'm sure some top pros are gonna find some glitchy shit.
Like always.
Yeah, like. Oh shit! Get out of my way. Thank you. No, so like another thing that I will say, Trey, is 4-down lineman is getting good sheds. And they switched to contain, so you know. Remember how you used to hit R1 and then R1 again?
So QB contains, so what is it now?
R1 and then L1.
Damn, that's kind of crazy. I wouldn't have thought. I don't know why they changed it.
Bro, don't worry. It took me 2 games to realize that I wasn't containing.
I mean, it's not. I mean, like you said, it's not that big a deal because, I mean, after like a few games, muscle memory kicks in. And you know what it is, but I mean, I remember because you remember like Madden 17 when to shift your linebackers or to shift your linemen, it was L1 or R1. But ever since like, I don't know when it started, probably Madden 21 is to shift your linebackers and linemen, it's the D-pad now.
Yeah, it makes it all weird. Like, they switch it up, but you get used to it, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's how you go. What am I supposed to do on this one?
Shane, come follow me. There you go. Yeah, just follow me the whole way.
Okay, I'll follow you. Hey, you little bitch. You see that guy?
Yeah, he tried to play us, bro.
I was holding you. Let's be friends.
Why can't we be friends? No one's sure what to go. Oh, I'm sorry.
Like, just follow me.
It was like one of those things where like it happened and no one was really sure where to go. So.
No, so it's just in cool things that I've seen, bro. Like, Contain definitely works really well, but my only problem with everything is it's super early, right?
Oh yeah, it's way too early.
Good work, bro. Like, so, the beta is gonna change some, right?
Oh yeah, it's gonna change dramatically. You're the only two others. Yeah, it's gonna change dramatically, and this is my whole thing about the beta is like, and this is the reason that I don't play the beta, is because you play it and people just play it the same way they play every other Madden. Like, the whole purpose of a beta is to play it and leave feedback on what needs to be improved. So if you're going to play Madden like you play anywhere else where if you're losing by 14 points and you quit out, then it's like, why even play the beta at that point if that's all you're gonna do? Like, you might as well just play Madden 25. You're not bringing anything to the table in terms of like feedback and making observations of what you should be doing. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. Because that's what I'm even trying to do. Like, yes, part of me is like, I want to win, and I joke around with my record. But like, one dude I was up 7-0 and he quit.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's like.
Oh, you got.
I'm getting fucking passed around here.
You're the neighborhood slut. Yeah, I mean, another thing that I've noticed is it's all about the motion this year in the playbook.
The motion.
Yeah, there's so many motions, bro. The RPO is kind of. I don't want to say dead, but it's much harder to run.
Oh yeah, for sure. RPOs have kind of fallen off over the last few years. I mean, you can still find RPOs that are good, but I would say for the most part, RPOs are kind of dead at this point. Which is the only problem I have with RPOs is when there would always be a glitch to where it's, okay, you're going to either run or throw, but what happens is that the quarterback will run, and then you're fucked. Which is actually an illegal play in football. Like, in football, if you're running an RPO, you can't run with the quarterback after you decided to either run it or throw it off, because then if you do that, then you're going to get a legal man down the field. Because if you have receivers running down the field, running routes or whatever, then it's a legal man down the field, so you can't actually do that in real football either.
Right. Yeah, you remember like a couple years ago, bro, when I was in that tournament, I threw the touchdown pass. It was just a normal touchdown pass, and they called a legal man down the field.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes that just be happening. So that's like one of those things. And I wouldn't be too upset if they took away pass interference in terms of online play. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion or what have you. I gotta admit, I don't know if that's an unpopular. Wait, what was I saying? I completely forgot what I was going on about.
You were just talking about you wouldn't be
pass interference. Pass interference. Yeah. I wouldn't be too upset if they just took that out of the game, because I feel like it's even more soft then, because people say, oh, that pass interference call was bad, but which I guess in terms of Madden is kind of realistic, because I mean, you barely tap the guy and then the flag's coming out for pass interference, you know what I mean?
Yeah, my only thing on that though, Trey, is I did play a guy who would just fucking switch up and stop right in front of my receiver.
Right.
And then he'd either fucking knock the ball down or sail over. But yes, I hate when I barely touch the receiver where it doesn't impede and they call a flag.
Yeah.
It's pretty it seems like super fast again.
Which I think is a good thing overall. I mean, it's gonna be an adjustment period for sure. But yeah, we'll see.
I definitely like it, bro. I like the quicker the speed.
Did you feel like hit sticks were a little bit overpowered this year? Because I don't know if it's because it's late in the year and I'm just playing mud, but I beat fumbling all the time and it just pissed.
Not before I quit playing. It wasn't that horrible. Fuck you, bitch! Language, I can't get banned on here. It's not the official podcast, we're fucking just streaming. So swear all you want, Trey. Call me a bitch. No, what the hell, bro?
I'll call you an old fuck. More accurate.
Fucking old fuck, Shane. But there, yeah, I think the boomstick is gone, bro.
Yeah, and I mean that was another buzzword that they just threw in there for shits and giggles. It probably didn't even do what it said it was gonna do. Maybe that's why I'm not getting a beta code, is because I'm calling out EA's false advertising.
You're fucking
which is funny because if you watch the you actually qualified before I did, Shane. If you watch the documentary that EA did, I forget what they were talking about, but they literally said verbatim that in one of the years that they talked about doing all this stuff that was actually not true, and they just kind of made it up. And when I seen that kind of, you know how it is, Shane, when sometimes you've been thinking about something and it turns out to be true, and you just feel validated. When I saw that, I just felt validated. I'm like, yeah, that's what I've been saying, like, this whole time. So, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, the hit sticks, I don't really mind the hit sticks. I don't think the CPU should ever cause hit sticks. Maybe if it's like an offline game against CPU, then I can see that, but if we're talking me versus you, mono, user versus user, I think you should click on, I don't care what abilities have on them, I don't really care I don't care if it's Lawrence Taylor high on cocaine in the 80s. If you're playing me online, if you want to fumble, you should click on and have to time the hit sticks properly, like the computer shouldn't just be out here causing hit sticks for you. So,
no, do you remember when in Mud, I don't know if it was 2-3 years ago, but like they would put like avalanche on them or something, and run them towards you and click off.
Yeah, I think that's what they're. I think it's making a comeback at the way of the year, because I think that's what they're doing, is that they're putting. I don't know if it's Enforcer or Avalanche, but then they'll just do that and then they'll click off. Which I'll admit I click off, but it's like I don't expect to cause a fumble.
Bro, I know I've said this to you a million times, but you don't see, you're not included in this conversation because you're not doing MCS, right?
Right.
So I'm strictly talking about the MCS guys. I think you should get punished for clicking off.
I really do. Yeah, in competitive play.
If you're in competitive play and you're considered one of the best in the world, why the fuck would you not get punished? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to follow you, Trey.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Shane. You're gonna have a hard time with this one. This is one of the hardest levels in the game. But no, I feel you on that 100%. Like, if you're gonna say that you're the best, but you're going to rely on it.
I
Dude, I might die too. How did I survive?
I don't know.
I don't know how the hell
I saw that, bro.
I don't know. I got lucky there.
No, I'm just saying, if you're a top MCS player, an MCS player, and you click off, you should get punished.
I think they should just dumb out or fall down or something.
Yeah, I agree on that. Oh, and another thing, bro. You can't throw out a sack anymore. You can't just drop it.
So what's gonna happen if you
You just get sacked now.
So you just get sacked. I mean, I think that's kind of a bailout though on. Well, I don't know. Do you think that throw out of sacks? Because you're seeing a lot of times, and I fucking died.
Yeah.
I jumped way too early on that.
I just thought you were flying, bro.
Yeah, I usually do good in the level that I jump too high. So do you think that throw out of sacks when the defensive lineman is interception? Do you think that that's a bailout for the defense on that, or do you think it's what they get for not taking the sack and knowing when to take a sack kind of thing?
I was in the minority.
Yeah.
You remember a couple years ago when you were about to get sacked and if you hit the button you fumble?
Yeah. Yeah.
I loved it. I love people getting punished for trying to drop the ball so they didn't get sacked. So honestly, I'm probably in the minority here, Trey, where I think that you should get punished if you are trying to drop the ball to not get sacked, to get a D-line pick. I know it bails out the defense, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, I like that they just give you a sack now. Like, I think some have traits, where you don't get sacked, or I mean, where you can throw it out. Mostly, I've noticed you get a sack now. What's your opinion on it, bro?
I think that the throw out of sacks are good because I think a part of what makes a good passer, if you consider yourself to be a elite passer in Madden, I think one of the traits that makes you is knowing when to take a sack and just hold on to the ball. So on that end, I get it, but I do think it's kind of a bailout because you don't really see quarterbacks throw out of sacks and then the defensive lineman picks off the ball. But in Madden, I think you see that happen more times than in real football. And I think a good, and I just kind of thought about this because I'm just spitballing stuff right now, but how would you feel to kind of make it more fair across the board? If you're playing quarterback and you get thrown out of sack, and it does get back to the line of scrimmage and the defensive lineman can't pick it off, then they'll just say it's an intentional ground because you didn't get rid of the ball in time and it just falls to the ground. Well,
I think that'd be a little tough.
Yeah.
But I like what they're doing in the beta now where like you just get sacked, right? There's sometimes you break free, but like when you're trying to spam it, I've noticed, instead of like just dropping the ball and it's incomplete, you have, you're just sacked now. Because I think they're trying to stop it from you getting a D-line pick, right?
Yeah.
And now the abilities are 50-50 on working, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I think that's going to also like make so you're gonna see a lot of sacks. I feel like with like whatever blitz that comes out. Maybe if this, and we were talking about this early in the podcast about the whole ignore player, and I was like, well, what's gonna happen if they do X, Y, and Z? They're still gonna work. And I know people are gonna say, well, EA Sports, they probably thought about that and they have a solution. And I'm here to tell you that do not be too sure on that, because I've seen it happen too many times, where they'll put something in and they just have no forward thinking about what's going to happen if people do X, Y, and Z and break it, and then all of a sudden they're passing into the next however many months. So we'll see what happens with that, but maybe Edge Heat will make a return, and then if Edge Heat makes a return, then hopefully, because I think slide protection is still working, and so is ID the mic, so hopefully if you know how to use those mechanics, you'll be alright in that.
Hey, real quick on this game, what am I supposed to be doing?
You just have to stay on the hoverboard.
For how long?
Until the hoverboard makes the finish line. Then
I don't even know where I am.
You haven't died yet.
No, have you?
Well, I qualify. Let me see where you're at.
Dude, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you just have to well, I think you're kind of fucked now because you missed the hoverboard, but yeah, just keep going up, keep like you would normally.
But what do I do?
Jump. There you go. And gravity takes you up. There you kind of have to hold it. There you go. There you go. Now jump onto the other platform. And see, the hoverboard's moving, but now you're fucked.
Oh, dude, I just thought I wasn't supposed to fall off.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's all good.
Oh shit, only hit 2 others. Alright, bro. No, I'm interested though. I'm interested, but it'd be kind of cool if it was more of a defensive Madden, because I feel like the last couple years been offense.
Yeah, I mean it's bad if you're having MCS and you're watching it and dudes are scoring like 50 points a game. I would say if I was EA Sports, if I was running the MCS and I was worried about how stuff would look to the average viewer, I would think I would lean more towards defense than offense. I mean, I understand in the NFL it's more offensive based, but you still don't see scores in the NFL that are like MCS when every game people are scoring 50 points a game and there's no defense to be played. And I just think you should probably err on the side of defense than offense, I think, but I think a lot of pros won't like it that way if they don't want a defensive Madden.
No, I agree on it. Like, you will see different champions if it's defensive.
Right.
Because, like you said, like, ain't nobody want to turn it on and it's 45 to 38.
Yeah,
or 38-34 and you have to onside kick it all the time. Remember when MCS were people onside because they couldn't get a stop?
Yeah, exactly.
So hopefully defense is more important this year. And so far it seems pretty good, but I mean, I don't know, because I get kind of sketched out because I'm actually passing pretty well, and that makes me worried that it might be easy to pass.
Yeah.
Come on, hold on, Trey. We gotta win one of these times. Oh shit, you got one left.
It's only me and some other guy.
Oh my gosh, how'd you stay on?
Because I'm a beast.
He's a beast.
I'm the Fall Guys, the mastermind. Just kidding, I lost.
You know what it reminds me of? Remember when you were like, all I have to do is hold on to the tail?
Yeah.
And then he grabbed it
at the last second. Yep.
That was one of the funniest times of all time, bro. But yeah, bro, I don't know. What do you think about like motion being like OP? I believe this year will be OP for motion.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be more zone.
Yeah, we'll see what it brings. I think it'll be more zone until we get like good corners in the game that can lock down, or like the receivers. I mean, man coverage is like, it's so hit and miss, but I wouldn't be upset if they took man coverage out of the game or just made it obsolete. Because man coverage was never an option until it was like Madden 20. Like you never heard of anyone that was good at Madden run man coverage until like Madden 21. And it's
no,
like,
it was all zone. Let's go. What's up, bitches?
That'd be crazy though if I just didn't get a beta and I'm like the only person that didn't get it. Because I know with you, like, for the longest time, it always took you, like, a little bit of time before you got the beta. I think I was always the person to give you a code at first, and you would just get one, like, months later or something.
Yeah, it was weird. Do you remember when I used to get it all the time because I made the MCS? And then it was like a couple years in a row where you gave it to me because they fucking hated me.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you already qualified, bro?
Nah, I'm on the second lap, though, so I'm rounding the core, as they say.
Yeah, that motherfucker got punched me in the motherfucking face.
There, and I qualified.
Good shit, bro.
Oh yeah, you're getting there.
How do some people run faster than you?
I think they either jump a lot or the last ones.
I was the last one left.
The last man standing.
But yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that college football doesn't have any like MCS tournaments. But then I'm not at the same time because I feel like they want the MCS people to just stay on Madden.
Yeah, I think they want college to be like.
What's up, Universal? How you doing?
Students or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because I think wasn't one of the tournaments like for I thought he was college, but maybe you're right. He graduated.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Who was it again? Noah?
D-Croft.
Oh, D-Croft.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, I'm supposed to jump into the hole?
Yeah,
Universal. I'm doing customs. I'm not sure what customs is.
So you dive and then you jump through the holes. The smaller the hole, the more points you get.
I am not good at this Universal. The guy I'm playing with, Trey, my guy, he's much better. He's like a pro at this game. I'm more of a Madden guy. I try to be a Madden guy anyways. Oh, shame. At 1 point. That's it?
Yeah, I only have 10 right now, so. I ain't doing too much worse. Three more.
This guy's like, I'm not doing that much better than you, James. Like, I got like 40.
But I like to be humble, so you know how it is. I don't like to can't boost myself all the way up.
No.
Although in real life, I walk everywhere I go. Real life, I fancy myself as a Hollywood A-lister. Like, I walk in, I own the place, I own the spot, wherever I'm at.
I mean, that's what you gotta do, bro. You gotta be that baller, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Damn, I'm gonna qualify, or I'm not gonna qualify. I figured out how to do it enough, not too late.
I think still got the other 3 people might be as shitty as you are. Oh no, there's a, yeah. Oh well, at least you know it's due for next time. The key to life is learning things and adapting and learning from your mistakes.
I'm just gonna quit college football and Madden and just become a full-time Fall Guys.
Yeah, we're doing two ones in a row.
Bubble trouble.
Bubbles.
Yeah, dude, I'm playing so good right now for basketball. I'm excited for Hoop Fest next weekend.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight. Well, I mean, Hoop Fest is always. I went to Hoop Fest once. I mean, I wasn't like playing, but I went there. But it was in Yakima, the Hoop Fest that I went to the one time. I wouldn't mind going back though. It was pretty sick,
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm the only one who's been shooting around this year, so we'll see how my team does.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Bubbles, man. Pop them bubbles. You're not doing anything for the 4th because of the fireworks, but anything, you just chilling at home then?
I think on the 4th, me and my brother are actually planning on doing a podcast live.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're thinking about either playing Madden or something live. So, because he'll be back. My brother will be back from Seattle on like the 5th or something. Did I get eliminated? Yeah, I got eliminated.
Damn. Okay, I can play one more, bro.
Alright, sounds good.
Damn it, they didn't let me leave. Oh, so you're doing a live podcast like late or during the day?
I think it'll be like 3 p.m. or something. 3?
Bad.
Yeah, 3.
What usually works for you though? Like,
so yeah, when it loads up, just
exit.
Yeah, exit out.
Does it work when I tell you in the morning what I look like for time, or does it matter when you know that we're gonna do it?
I would say it doesn't really matter, unless I have something planned that day. But I mean, I'm pretty flexible when it comes to like on my days off, and so we'll just plan accordingly.
Cause shit, I mean, on Fridays, we could always do it at 12 o'clock if you want. Or if it's too early, we can just try to do afternoon.
Yeah, we could do that, honestly. That would be the worst, but we'll figure something out.
Yeah, we're still, 3 weeks away?
Yeah.
Shit will change.
So what are you gonna be up to on the 4th? Anything, or
I think we'll probably barbecue at my brother's.
Yeah.
And then there's fireworks that get put off around his place anyway, so just that and then come home. Like, I hate really going downtown during the 4th.
Yeah.
I know other people like doing it, but like, I don't know, man. It's not my cup of tea to do that. Yeah, and it's just annoying because, like I said, the one time we went, right?
Yeah.
In recent memory, downtown, it took us like 2 hours to leave after the fireworks were done. I don't even know what the fuck that feeling really.
It's another obstacle for this kind of deal. So when you say downtown, are you talking like
Riverfront Park?
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
Yeah, that shit is like
Do you like going there on normal circumstances or not really?
I mean, yeah, it's cool, but like, I don't know. I just think that I've gotten used to it, right?
Yeah,
I've been down there, like, it's cool, but like, I'm not a big fan of the heat, right?
Yeah.
Like, when it gets dark time, or nighttime, I'll go outside, bro, when it's warm. But other than that, man, I basically, I'll go down there once in a while. I'm really glad that there wasn't a Riverfront Park basketball running when I was like in my 18 to 28 range, because we would have gotten into way too many fist fights, bro.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it, I'm not gonna over exaggerate, but like downtown at the Riverfront Park where they run the basketball, it's a bunch of high school kids, and they just try to get in fights with me. That's where I got punched in the face by the girl that was just trying to fight with one girl.
Yeah, I remember you told me about that, and I was like, damn, Shane fighting with girls, what's going on?
Just knock her out, just beat her up. Oh no, I'm gonna get knocked out. No, I mean, but it was weird because I mean, anytime you're down there, bro, there's fist fights.
That's crazy.
Yeah, every time I was down there, bro, it was a fist fight. Yeah, so you'd go down there if you wanted to watch a fucking free fight. You would just know.
Yeah.
You just know, go down to Riverfront. So it made it like, I don't know. And maybe it's my age. I was like, I just don't care to deal with that shit right now.
What about the, I forget what they call it, but it's like the little ride thing that they got there, the Sky Ride or whatever.
Oh, shit, yeah. I've gone on that a few times. I am not a fan of... Oh, shit. I fucking forgot what I was doing. I was talking to you. Fuck. And I... Anyways. No, I've been, I did this guy, the whatever it's called, like, the gondola.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
And I try not to get an anxiety attack when I do it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when I used to do roller coasters at Silverwood.
Yeah.
I think, what's it called? Silver Bear, like roller coaster? I don't remember. Thunder or whatever.
Yeah, it's like the Tremors.
Tremors, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's like...
Well, the Tremors one is kind of shady because, like, it has the tunnel, and you're, like, dropping at, like, 10 feet. So it's like, what happens if you're just, like, a tall guy? You get fucking decapitated at, like, fucking 80 miles an hour. It'd be a fucking rap. It'd be a...
Bro, did you see the hot air balloon? Speaking of that, today they fucking in Brazil were like just caught on fire. Like hell no, bro. Like 8 of them died on there.
I wouldn't be opposed to a hot air balloon.
But what happens if you catch fire, bro?
Catch fire. But I mean the sky ride that we're talking about, that's a little bit different. I mean, it's not like, it's like a scenic thing. It's not like a speed or like a roller coaster.
No, it's not bad. Like I was fine the last time I went. A little anxious. The worst one is when my brother made me go to one in Riverfront. No, not Riverfront. Damn, I don't remember where it is. I think South stuff, where they have like all the games and stuff downtown.
Right.
And he made me get the octopus. Well, he said let's get the octopus. And I'm like, okay, it doesn't go up that high. And he's like, no. And that motherfucker threw his arms so high, dude, that I was like, dude, I was so pissed at him. I was yelling at him because I was trying not to have a heart attack at the same time.
Right.
Oh shit, you gotta get one. Did you get it?
Nah, I got eliminated.
Damn. Alright, you guys, I appreciate you being in here with Trey and I. We will hopefully... Well, we'll be back for what? July 18th podcast. Possibly another Fall Guys before we do the podcast. So we appreciate you guys. Trey, you got anything to say to him?
No, we appreciate you guys checking us out, listening to us go back and forth, and I think this might be the one Fall Guys stream where I didn't actually get a W, but I mean, Shane, sometimes you just can't win them all, so it is what it is, but...
Exactly,
bro. We look forward to seeing you guys in July. We'll keep you posted. Okay?
Yes, sir. We'll talk to you guys soon.